I first put her in acting classes because she would mimic everything from the TV. And I thought, like, from Barney to, she's like anything that was on TV, she would just mimic and act out the scene. I thought it was really good. And so that's why I started putting her in acting classes. And then when I was writing the Ice Wolf Queen, I'm like, okay, so I tried her out for the part, and she did really good. I worked with her a lot. At 3 years old, I put her in classes, and her teacher at that time was like, she's doing really good. She's soaking it up. She's like one of the best in her class. I was like, wow, so, I gave her the part, and, she killed it. She even, like, freaked me out watching her transform my 4-year-old daughter at that time, from the nice, like, daddy, until I am the Ice Wolf. Like, I'm like on set, like, whoa.
Boy, that part scared me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And it's really crazy. And I actually, after the movie, I started having like a little bit of nightmares about. Yeah. But it's cool. But but yeah.
You probably have to start locking your daughter now out and say, like, honey, don't kill me, please. I raised you well.
Yeah. One of the incidents was just waking up in the morning. You know how guys, we wake up like twice a night to go use the restroom or something. And then she, like, waking up in the middle of the night to go use the restroom in the middle of the night, and she's just standing there. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, that really freaks me out. And she's like, Daddy, I'm thirsty. I'm like, okay, go get some water, baby, But that's pretty much, why I really wanted to tackle this project and tackle it while I was still recovering from a stroke, because, I wanted to tell a story. I'm African American and Native American, and so mm-hmm. I draw from, my roots in this story, and, I just wanted to tell, my story, something I would like to see on TV. Watching so much TV at that time, I would wake up with a horror movie, like I said. I would watch a horror movie by 12 o'clock. I'll do a romantic comedy, then back to a horror. It's 4 o'clock, and then I would end the day, with some comedy. That was my day pretty much on the couch.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so...
That is something too, and of course, it sounds like a groundbreaking feature that you're doing, and you're hoping to turn it to a miniseries and proposing to like say like a web series or on cable or anything like that. And of course, you're watching all those movies, and including your mom would get you movies from Blockbuster while she went out in your early days. Who do you consider your favorite TV shows growing up, favorite movies, and who are your favorite actors as well, or even directors?
Oh, when I was growing up, my favorite movies are TV shows. I'm going to start showing my age right here, but I love Benny Hill Show. Come on.
Benny Hill? Oh, that's my favorite. Skinhead.
Come on, man. I was no more than... like 6, 8, I'm like, I would love the Benny Hill Show. Please let, the girls will run around.
Oh, the theme song. Dun, 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 dun. Too bad I can't sing well, but I do get the idea.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Man, I love the Benny Hill Show. I grew up on, like, Benny Hill Show, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Sanford and Son, all of that, the Jeffersons, those were my shows. Man, Happy Days was my show. Of course, like, I had my cartoons, Voltron, Thundercats,
mm-hmm.
all that stuff. But yeah, that's what I grew up on. And then I think we got cable, and then we started getting HBO, and then start really watching movies, back when HBO had the dun, 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 dun,
oh yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh my gosh, flashback.
Yeah. If you don't know, if you didn't get that what I just said, then you didn't grow up in our time, but HBO had that great theme song before every movie, and just pretty much just, my favorite. So that was my favorite TV shows. My favorite actors. Wow. Oh, man. Man. I don't want to leave anyone out, but...
it's okay. I'm sure it'll come up later.
Yeah, for sure. But let's just say I grew up with a lot of John Hughes movies, as well as horror. Like I pretty much saw all everything he's done, and then mix horror inside that and a little bit of romantic comedies. That's pretty much me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sounds like... Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just said I love John Hughes. That was my stuff.
What do you consider your favorite John Hughes movies? You were talking about him.
Oh, dude, come on. 16 Candles, The Pretty in Pink, Fearless Beauty, like stuff like that. Come on, like that whole genre, that whole 80s, like, genre that was, I grew up on. Yeah.
I was actually referring to one particular one, but you seem to like them all. Just want to clarify on that one, too. So that's what I was looking at, just one particular one, but it's one of those things that's like, I don't like this one kind of candy. I like them all. So I just want to make sure if you had one particular, so I just wanted to clarify that. That's all I was doing, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, we just wanted to make sure you're a John Hughes fan and everything else. And, of course, you mentioned John Hughes as being one of your favorite directors. And who are some of the other directors that influenced your directing career?
Spike Lee, of course. My directing and acting, acting, of course, Christopher Walken. I love Christopher Walken. Directing, Spike Lee I really took to because, he like pretty much started out, from nothing, like paying his, doing his first movie all on credit cards and just hustling and being an independent filmmaker. And that's what I am now. And so, I really like, Spike. I'm a big Tim Burton fan too.
Tim Burton, he's excellent.
Yeah, big Tim Burton. I love just his movies and what he does with his movies. Martin Scorsese, of course. I can just go on. I just don't want to leave anyone out, but yeah. Hopefully I'll be the first disabled handicap director, on the map.
You know something? It sounds like you're on your way. You're doing a great job. I have to say that. I mean, that's why we got you on too, to let everybody know that you're going to be the first of your kind to make it that big. And of course, we got a few minutes as well too with LP Green. You got a very busy schedule, getting ready for the big screening of The Ice Wolf Queen at the Chinese Film Fest in Los Angeles. And of course, just a couple more things. You've been talking a lot about horror movies, one of your favorite genres. What do you consider your most favorite horror movie?
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, yeah. I loved Nightmare on Elm Street. I loved them. I could watch them over and over and still find something that probably that I didn't pick up on or something like that. Recently, I met Lisa. Lisa, she was in 4 and 5. Lisa Wilcox.
Lisa Wilcox, that's it.
Yeah, and she actually saw my film, and she really liked it a lot. She said it was clever. Like, I think I put that on my poster, Yeah, I was a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan, and still am, But yeah, that was, I would say that one.
That is amazing as well, too. And, of course, of all the work you've done as well, too, what do you consider your most favorite projects, the most challenging, and what's your most memorable moment when it comes to doing movies?
My favorite project is The Ice Wolf Queen, the one I just finished. Challenging in making a film. I don't really find anything challenging. I like challenge. I just want to make, like, what's hard is trying to, I like to just make people feel the story that you're trying to tell, And when I mean feel, like, I always, even if it's action or horror or romantic comedy, it's got to come across feeling. and that's what I say, what would be the challenging thing is, making people feel, just shooting it in a way, make sure the color correction's right, the angle's right, so you can feel the most what you're trying to express, what you're trying to show, what you're trying to tell. I just want people to come across and come away when they watch something like, okay, this is a horror film. Did you feel scared? Were you uncomfortable? If yes, then I did my job.
Yes, that one you have to say is like, well done and well played, I have to say. And what do you consider most memorable moment when it comes to filmmaking or being an acting? It can be heartwarming. It can be like a blooper, anything like that. I mean, what stood out for you as memorable?
Anything that stands out. It's just, I was on set with an A-list actor. I don't want to say his name, and to watch him work, he's one of my favorites. And I watched him work, and I got to watch one of my favorite actors work, and that to me, just watching him work, and he was talking how he talked to the director, how he did his lines, and he would have a piece of paper and he would go over signs over and over again, and he would be like, and then he would scream. He's all like, he was screaming, "Okay, yeah, let's go, let's shoot this. I am hot, I am ready. Let's go. And just watch him work, and he's like, "Okay, get the cameras. I'm hot. I'm really hot right now. I'm hot." And they would, okay, he's hot, he's warm. Okay, action, and he would just give like this great performance. But he knew, like, watching him, and he knew, like, when he had it, and just like, wow, okay, he's hot, he's got it. And I'm sitting back here like, okay, is this guy crazy? Or, and he would like jump up and, and he would be like almost doing this little dance, and he's all, "I'm hot right now, I'm hot. Let's go, let's shoot this. And he would just come from being like this quiet, just going over slides, and then pop, change, gone, boom, there he is. He's hot. Let's go.
Sounds like someone familiar that I recognize, but just like you, I'm not going to mention his name, but maybe it could be like a James Brown too. It's like being quiet, get on the stage and say, "I feel good."
Well, he was definitely feeling good when he was doing his lines. But yeah, it's great to see and work with some of the people that you admire, and with their process. But yeah.
That is amazing as well, too. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Wow, geez. My biggest influence. Wow, good question. Someone that really influenced me, I would say today, I would have to say Eddie Murphy.
Eddie interesting.
Murphy. Yeah. I grew up watching his stuff, his comedy. I watched his career. My mom was a big Eddie Murphy fan. And also, Sylvester Stallone. But the reason why I say Eddie Murphy first is because this man went from a comic to a filmmaker, and also he did horror. Also, and it was good. He did Boomerang, and then he would do, what was it, The Vampire in Brooklyn, and I thought that was a really good film. And being part African American and seeing black horror, I guess you can call it, never before, I've heard of Blackula at that time, but I didn't see it. And seeing, an African American, doing horror, when no one was doing it, no African American do it, and then Eddie Murphy just, and it was good. I thought it was good. It influenced me, you know, and he's just done all types of movies.